Guys and girls, it's Know It time!
Alright, so today I'm going to be covering the last part of trig ratios. Trig ratios, part 2. And this is the conclusion to trig ratio. And this is where students will get into trouble. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to say, so before I start, guys and gals, it's Know It time. Your favorite time of the day. This is the only reason you show up to class. Here is your question. If I give you this, I'm going to ask you to create a little table. Okay? Because you're going to need to do a comparison. A lot of students don't know what to do when they're given different types of questions. The first one will be very simple. It says find exact values for, and here's your equation, sine 225 degrees. Guys and gals, go for it. Solve this right now. Let's see how many can do this in your head without doing anything. Just looking at the question and in your head. Imagine the whole picture in your head. That's the next level you want to get up to. Harmeet, what is it? Nope. Oh, sorry, negative? Yep. Negative square root of 2 over 2. Let's see if you agree or disagree with that. A students can do this in their head. If you want to be an A for this chapter, you have to picture this in your head. That's the level you got to work at. 225, I know I'm going to be right here. And draw my little thing. First thing, I know you're going to be correct because that's a 45 degrees. Okay. Risham, what are your sides going to be? Yep. Yep. Good. So guys, so then this becomes negative 1 over root 2, which becomes negative root 2 over 2, which is correct. Easy. Takes you about 30 seconds to do, maximum. Now, I'm going to make it more challenging. Look at what I'm going to do now. Versus, here's part 2. It's going to say, find theta. Okay. And I'm going to give you a restriction from 0 theta to 360 degrees only. For sine theta equals to 1/2. There's a question like this in your homework. I didn't really show you how to do. I want to see how many of you can figure out what to do without any help. I'm going to ask you to write a few things down. Highlight theta. I'm going to write a few things down. In this question, you are looking for theta. You are looking for an angle. See, in this question, you are looking for an angle. Another question, I'm given an angle. You do actually have 2 answers to this one. So, how do you know you have 2 answers in this one? Yep. Good. See, notice one thing. Sine is positive. If sine is positive, you can only be in 2 quadrants. This is where you add sugar to chai. So if sine is positive, what we're going to do is draw 2 triangles right off the bat. Here's one triangle. Here's another triangle. Do it. Okay. And if I notice, look at this. This is a special angle. 1 over 2 is a special triangle. So right off the bat, I go 1, 2. We don't have to label the other triangle. The other triangle will be the exact same thing. The key you got to label is your reference angle. This angle right here. That's your key. So find that angle. Yuraj, what is that angle going to be? 30 degrees is correct. So I'm going to label this as 30 degrees. Okay. This angle will also be 30 degrees because they're the exact same triangle. So guys and gals, from here, tell me what theta equals to. I'll give you a hint. One of them will be 30 degrees. But what's the last one? 150. See, a lot of people say, Mr. Snow, where did 150 come from? Theta, remember, is from the initial arm. I'm going to highlight for you. Theta is from the initial arm to the terminating arm. That's theta. So I have two answers. 150 and 30 degrees. Compare the difference in questions. In this question, I give you the angle. In this question, I ask you to find the angle from 0 to 360. A lot of people get mixed up on what to do. See, they're totally different types of questions. Try this on your own now. Good luck. Too easy, so not yet. I have a question in mind later. 10. Theta equals to 1. 0, theta, 360. Good luck. I'm going to pause it. What I have trouble with is, say, Mr. Snow, you're missing another number, aren't you? This is actually 1 over, Manraj, what is it over? 1. That's 1 over 1. So I just look at all my triangles in detail and see if there's any triangle with a 1, 1. And in reality, there is a triangle. So right out of the bat, Harneet, what quadrant am I in? First quadrant, and what else? You get one more quadrant. Where else is tan positive? Sorry? Oh, no. Lovely. Third quadrant. Because remember, add sugar to chai. You got to know that. This is why I taught you that add sugar to chai policy. Tan is only positive in first and third quadrant. Choose one triangle label. It doesn't matter which triangle you choose. The key is I want to get this angle right here. That's 45 degrees. That's also 45 degrees. From there, see, look, I didn't even use a calculator. Lavraj, what's my answer for theta then? Theta equals to 45 and what's the last one? Sorry? 225. Voila. Bonus marks. When you see these, it's all about bonus marks. Trig is not about formulas. It's about can you decode the problem. This is your supernova question for today. Good luck. Nope, individual. No calculators allowed. If you use a calculator, that means you're eliminated from the competition. Show me that you can do this without a calculator. Calculators are for little boys and girls. You're no longer the... What if I give you something a bit more tricky? Good luck. I'm going to say, find theta from 0, just the same thing, exact same concept, to 360. Okay, no tricks. Here is your question. What if I say this is going to be 2 cos theta minus root 2 equals to 0. That's it. Good luck. See, a lot of people say, Mr. How do you do this without a calculator? And I'm going to show you how. See, in every question I give you, I was nice to you. I solved for sine theta, tan theta, but in this question, nothing is solved. You actually have to do it on your own. So I'm going to isolate for cos theta. Cos theta equals to root 2 over 2. And then a lot of people complain, Mr. No, I have never seen that before. I need a calculator for that. That's actually something you've seen before. The correct form of this is 1 over root 2. Because root 2 over 2 and 1 over 2 are the exact same thing. So right off the bat, draw your quadrants. Do it. Oh, that's why we practice rationalizing the denominators. If you did it in your homework, you would say, oh, Mr. No, I've seen that before. If you rationalize, this is why I asked you to rationalize, because on exams you see this. So I know I'm in quadrant 1 and I'm in quadrant 4. And I just label now. 1, 1, root 2. But what I'm really after is at 45 degrees. So my theta really is 45 degrees and 315. Voila. And look, I didn't use a calculator. This is one of those things, like I said, this is all about how much of this do you understand, not how much of this you can crunch in a calculator. I'm going to show you when you need a calculator. Now, here's where you need a calculator. I'm going to show you the difference. See? Only use a calculator if, this is crucial right here, if it's not a special triangle. In all the questions I gave you, everything is a special triangle, so I didn't need a calculator. But I'm going to give you one where it's not a special triangle. Solve for cos theta equals to negative 0.6753. 0 theta, and this is going to be 360 again. I look at this number, and this is not something we ever did with before. Same concept. Draw your triangles right off the bat. Okay.
That's a small angle.
Do it. Draw my triangles right off the bat. Figure out what quadrant you're in, and draw the two triangles in that quadrant right now. I'm in quadrant 2. Do it. I'm also in one more quadrant. Quadrant 3. But the problem is, it's not a special triangle, so I got to use my calculator. And this goes back to something in grade 10. How do you get rid of cos theta? Sorry, cos to get theta by itself. You negative cos. So grab your calculator. Set your calculator to degree mode right now, please. Make sure it's in degree. Change your calculator in degrees. It says a D. Yep, DRG. There's a DRG button. Make sure it has a D on it somewhere on the screen.
Oh, shit.
So I'm going to go second cos. Second cos. Negative 0.6753. You should have 132.47. So let's write this down. So my first theta is 132.47 degrees, which is roughly from here. Guess where 132 is? Really from here all the way to here. That's 132. We'll call it 0.5 degrees.
How do you know if it's a
Second or third? Because cos is negative, right? Or are you talking about 132?
How do you know first step? How do you know?
Oh, because when I inverse cos, I get 132. 132 is going to be in second quadrant because it's smaller than 180. Guys and gals, I'm going to pause it right here. So I go, to figure out reference angle, I go 180 minus 132.5, 47.5. So this little angle is 47.5. Now, to get theta 2, I go 180 plus 47.5 because it's more. And you just punch in your calculator, plus 180. And guys and gals, you should have two answers. One is 132. The other one is 227.5. 227.5. Voila. That is how to use a calculator. We draw it in and we just look for it. Okay. One last question, and this just tells you what quadrant are you in. Find your quadrant. Sine, theta, cos. Give me the right quadrant. Sine theta is less than 0, cos theta is greater than 0. Find your right quadrant. Cos is greater than 0.
And sine is less than 0.
Yep. There's only one answer you can give me. So use logic for this one.
Because you can't have that for science. Or both can be 4 and 1.
Ruby, what quadrant are you in? 3 is not correct.
4 and 1?
Quadrant 4. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not only one answer. You can only have one answer. Only one answer. You can't have two answers. The best way to do this is draw a little grid right now. Small little grid. Sine is less than 0. I want you to put a check mark in all the quadrants where sine is less than 0. Here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wrong one. Check mark where sine is less than 0 here and here. Put a check mark where cos is greater than 0. Cos is greater than 0 here and here. What check mark do they have in common? What quadrants? 4. And that's your answer. Quadrant 4. Hey, bonus marks. So when you get these questions, like bonus marks. What about this one? Tan greater than 0. Sine greater than 0. Quadrant numero 1. And if you're lost, I draw a little small grid. And I put a little check mark again. 10 is greater than 0 here, here. Sine here, here. That's the one they have in common. That is the end of trig ratios part 2. Is it that hard? No, not really. It's a lot of fun stuff, actually. If you like this stuff, you like grade 12. If you don't like this stuff, you're going to hate grade 12 math. Because you're going to spend a month learning about this. What book? Oh yeah, no, I haven't finished yet. One day, look for it. You should buy it when it comes out called Did You Know? Did You NGO? Look for my first edition. I have a trilogy coming out. Second book is called I Bet You Didn't Know. And the third one is Now You Know. Guys, you should look for it. I thought it was the master plans coming out. Your work, Page. It's a trilogy. It's going to be the best #1 on Amazon hot seller list. 96. I just got to give you numero 4. I know you did 96 before, but now you're going to go back and do the stuff you didn't do yet. 9. Uh, 11. 4, 9, 11. And that's it for now. Guys, trig part 2.